Alrighty. This is quite a pretty game, really. Look at that moon. It's an enormous moon. I guess this isn't supposed to be Earth. Although I could be wrong. Hello, Admiral.
Well done, Sokolov. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician was brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Alright, maybe we'll go do that. I'd like to wind down first and say goodnight to Emily. Can I talk to Sokolov, I wonder? No, he's asleep. Alright. Let's take a look around. Alright, we got another bone charm to pick up, so we'll do that. And then we'll go talk to Emily. And then we'll go to bed.
Attention, citizens.
Actually, I should also probably buy more sleep darts from...
For a private ceremony following the tragic loss of two of our city's best and brightest.
Oh, fuck
the
you.
Lords Custis and Morgan Pendleton. All holdings and parliamentary votes.
Best and brightest, my ass.
Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of
Abandoned apartment key needed. Is that where the thing is, though? Is it inside there? I think it is, yeah. Buggery. Alright, I don't... Maybe I can't get that yet. Let me double check that I can't get that.
Attention Dunwall citizens, serious offense.
Okay, I'm given to understand that that key
Display your
is
pride in
in
Dunwall by respecting the property and rights of others
a room
these
in
trying
here.
times, and preserving
So,
the timeless beauty of our
I don't know if it's gonna still be open when the, whatchamacallit, after we go to bed, or if it's still gonna be there after we go to bed, so I'm gonna check on that first. Hello. I'm gonna steal all your crap again. Have we heard this one before?
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 41.
What?
In which I bed two of the Boyle women, and only missed the third by virtue of some inclement weather.
What?
It was the month of rain, and to counter the gloom, the Boyle ladies hosted 3 nights of merriment by invitation only. Lydia was most fetching in lavender pants and a tunic of yellow silk.
That sounds like a horrible
She
combination.
was pleased with me from the moment I walked in the door, with my manservant bringing not 1 but 2 cases of effervescent wine from the south. In fact, I had come laden with gifts, such that all 3 Boyle women soon took notice, and they set out to make me more than welcome. We uncorked the wine right away, and as night fell, we... Wallace! Found these interruptions.
Okay then. Explore the place here. Somewhere in here. There's another audiograph. Check that out.
We're getting closer to reaching our goals, but our position is becoming more dangerous. You don't house and feed a half-dozen people without leaving telltale traces. Riverboats pass day and night, and the looters are going to start gathering once they're sure the plague has burned the place out. I conclude, if our enemies are not dead by the month of wind, we will be. There's a sadness in Emily, but she's strong. Weathering the death of her mother just a half a year ago better than most grown men I've known. Once we take Dunwall Tower, I'll see that her life is better. I've always thought that I'd command the Navy in her name. Sometimes I wonder if I shouldn't just take the title Lord Regent and do it properly.
I don't fucking think so. We are letting Emily do her own ruling, thank you. She is much more on top of shit than anyone would expect. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1. Excerpt from the Travel Journal of a Young Whaler. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 1, or A Gaffer's Early Adventures. My sister Nina and I left Tivia together, saying goodbye to our aunt, the woman who had raised us since childhood. Leaving behind our home city of Yarrow and the cold but beautiful white landscapes we had always known, we boarded a ship for Dunwall. Our parents had left us with a sizable inheritance, and we spent half of this getting to the capital city and establishing a small import shop dedicated to Tivian furs. Once I'd helped Nina establish the business, I was free to pursue my dream. Signing on with a whaling ship was the most exciting thing I'd ever done, and I saw it as a means to an end. Someday I would captain my own crew and eventually own a fleet of similar vessels. With tears in her eyes, Nina kissed me farewell, and I did not see her again for many months. As an apprentice to the gaffer, I got to see the tracking and killing of the great beasts up close. Nothing had ever fired my spirit so as the wind and pounding waves, racing after a wounded whale, being pulled by a skein of cables embedded in its thick flesh. I changed more in those first 7 months than I had in the previous 7 years. Whaling was beginning to put its mark on me, so that Nina barely recognized me when I returned, tanned and sinewy with muscle, weather creases already wrinkling the corners of my eyes. But she could see that I was filled with joy, having found my purpose. Okay. And Admiralty and the Fleet. Excerpt from a book on naval history. While each of the isles has some form of naval fleet, none is more envied than that of Bristol, with its long, proud history of great ships and the admirals who command them. Boys come of age in the cities of Bristol hoping to someday captain such a ship, and family dynasties are made by those captains who track down infamous pirates or crush seditious uprisings, as during the Morley insurrection. In times of war and peace, Bristol continues to innovate at sea. The ship designs of Anton Sokolov himself now represent the highest standard of the whaling trade, allowing crews to haul their kill up over the deck and begin their butchery and processing even as the ship returns to Dunwall. The crews can be seen working on their latest whale as the ship moves slowly up the Wrenhaven River, coming to dock with one of the powerful warehouse companies such as the Greaves Whaling House. Suspended in the rigging overhead and backlit by the setting sun, the silhouette of one of these creatures makes a moving sight as it cruises to its final resting place in the industrial heart of the capital city. Neat. Alright. Hello, Martin. Whoa, Jesus, okay, that scared me. Alright, Harpooner songs we read already.
Was abducted some 6 months past.
Oh, eat
at the moment of her mother's terrible murder. Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch at once.
Alright, have I... Oh my, there's so much to read. None of this was actually what I'm looking for, but I guess we'll read it all. Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2. Excerpt from the Travel Journal of a Whaler in His Final Years. A Gaffer's Tale, Volume 2, or A Gaffer's Final Passage. After more than a quarter of a century, I am done with whaling, too broken to continue. I've seen all the corners of the isles and made more coin than most men see in a lifetime, but it's all gone. I've lived through an emperor and watched his daughter take the throne. Fair young empress she was, but slain so young. Everything beautiful comes to die. I've eaten in every port of the known world and sailed in the loneliest waters you could imagine. I've seen the cliffs around Pandysia. Even the best of it doesn't give me an ounce of joy. The years come back across my dreams as a line of butchered bodies, long, sleek, and singing among the waves under the moonlight, only to be speared by ugly, weather-scarred men who'd knife each other for a good pair of boots. Each year I had less time to come home. My tongue forgot the language of small chatter, and those who lived in the cities thought me odd. My sister Nina hardly knew what to say to me during our visits. When she lost her business to the Lord Regent's crooked barrister, I was 100 miles east of Morley, gaff hand frozen from the sleet as we tracked the first bull whale we'd seen in months. I helped her as much as I could, but Nina died in the early days of the plague. None of it mattered. If I'm jaded and bitter, it's because this industry has taken away my dreams. The world has beaten me. Poor guy. Shadow on Bitterleaf. Excerpt from a longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise, esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. What the hell? A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it is now your turn to be mended. Ooh, I don't know what that's about. The Young Prince of Tivia. Excerpt from the theater play. Lord Nathan Bale, shaking with outrage. How dare you, sir, clothe so in my very home? I should hand you over to the watch, depraved Tivian. Prince Kalasar, moving closer. That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with much more hospitality, alas. She has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone. Lord Nathan Bale, stammering, studying the younger man before him. What are you doing? Leave this house. Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal. Prince Kalasar, smiling coyly, reaching out. No need for anger between us, Lord Bale. Is it so wrong for me to be here, as I've proven I've developed an affinity for you and your family? Lord Nathan Bale, gasping. Oh my, Kalasar, your skin is so warm it burns. So evidently the theater in this country is very much... I mean, it's basically... Is their porn equivalent? Like, I don't even know what's going on. Alright, anyway. I need to find the bunk room. Which is where this key is supposed to be. Possibly I have to wait until we start the next mission? Alright, well, no matter. Lydia, you know anything about the key to the abandoned apartment? I googled and it said it's in the bunk room, many beds in the Hound Pit, which I think is this room over here.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Oh well.
The population of plague rats. You are warned to stay out of uninhabited buildings.
Aha! Wait a minute. That looks promising. That looks promising. That looks like something. Oh, pub master room key. That's not quite what I was looking for. The Pendleton votes. Havelock, bravo, sir. The Lord Regent is furious about losing the most recent vote at Parliament. He was counting on the support of the Pendleton family and expected limited resistance, just as you said it would. Losing the Pendleton voting bloc has really slowed him down. And since the Lord Regent's defense budget failed as well, he's getting desperate financially. It seems that most of the coin he's using to keep the City Watch going is coming from a close ally. We suspect it's a powerful noblewoman who's perhaps his mistress. I'll try to dig up more information. As we know, if the Watch doesn't get paid in coin and elixir, their loyalty will start to crumble. Your friend on the inside. Interesting. Alright, I don't know what to do with that key. Oh well. Pub master key, it said. So that should open something around here, I would think. I guess we can go see if it opens the, that apartment. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah, more money. That was this building over here, right? What are those? What is that? Oop. King Sparrow feathers. Don't mind if I do. Alright, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go talk. No, still not right. Okay. That's fine. I think we'll probably get the key in the morning. Alright, let's find Emily. Where is she hanging out? Actually don't know. Yo, Piero.
Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve.
Okay, give me your things. Sweet. Boot stealth. Yes, I wanted to investigate that. What is that about? Okay, first of all, we need to buy a buttload of these. Upgrades. Boot stealth. Reduces footstep sounds. Okay, that'd probably be useful. What was it that I was going to get? This one. Bone charm capacity. 450, 450. We might as well get both of those. Yes, and yes. And I still have 691 to play with. I should probably buy more of these. Alright, cool. Alright, where the fuck is Emily? Where's she hanging out? Oh.
Corvo,
Oh, hello.
can I tell you something? I
Sure.
have a secret retreat nearby that may come in handy if the city watch ever kicks in the doors.
Oh, yes.
It's an abandoned apartment across the street from the bar. I don't think anyone else here knows about it, but I'm guessing I can trust you.
Perfect.
The key is stashed under my bunk upstairs. If there's ever trouble, you can go there for safety. I know I will.
Alright.
Yes, Mr. Corvo. I'll make sure your quarters are clean, sir.
Bitchin'. That is exactly what I was wondering
Attention,
about.
Dunwall
In fact.
citizens. Be aware that
So
looting
that's
of
helpful.
evacuated areas is a
I
serious
still don't know where Emily is, which is frustrating.
by officers of the watch. Display your pride in Dunwall by respecting the property and
under
rights
her
of others
bunk.
in these trying times,
Which is
and preserving
where?
the timeless
Aha!
beauty
There
of
we
our
are.
fair city.
I wonder if I walked past it before and just didn't see it. Abandoned apartment key. Alright, cool. So we can go get the rune over there. Emily! Where the fuck are you at? So I'm a little worried about Havelock's comment that he plans to try to become Lord Regent for Emily. I sort of feel like that's going to end up being a that it's gonna like backfire and he's gonna end up being the bad guy, which I would not be a fan of, frankly.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. You are required
Okay, this is all food, I don't care.
for the river. Anyone who is
Is that up there?
water must be reported to the watch.
Stay on the table, there we go. Jellied eels, no. Imperial cameo, that's nice. Wasn't the rune supposed to be in here? Wait a minute. Or bone, it's a bone charm, and it's in here. Okay, I walked right past it. Healthy appetite too. Awesome. Does it just upgrade immediately? Alright, bitchin'. Bitchin'! Alright, we gotta find Emily, and then we gotta go to bed. I don't think she's in here because this is the abandoned apartment. It was locked. But no, I'm not going to the sewer. Sorry. What does that say? Send us food, not bullets. Alright, let's get out of here. Maybe she's in the tower? Try that. We'll just generally explore around a bit, I think. And then... Ah! That looks promising. Somehow. I don't actually know how I get in here. Other than sneaking in via Blink. That's okay. Blink works well enough for me. If I can manage it. Here, and whoops, wait for it to recharge, and come on, Corvo, whoops, steady on. Awesome. Here we go. Emily. Oh god.
Please be as quiet as you can.
Aw.
It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important things to do. Out there in the city.
Aw. Hi, Emily. Just passing through. Steal all your stuff. Hey, audiograph player.
There's hardly a need to work on table etiquette. She knows it all, even if she chooses not to employ
Typo.
it. She'd rather hold her spoon by the wrong end and pretend it's a sword. Then suddenly she changes and she's all manners, asking for a tea party. I tried to oblige her, but I have little to work with. No proper plates. Instead of a cloth napkin, I've only the bar rack. Ale mugs instead of teacups. I've asked for things befitting her, but they have their minds on other things. For now, Emily and I decided to make a pretend dinner using paper and little things she's found here and there. On the floor, I suppose. Not right for a princess, but it'll have to do.
That's a nice drawing, Emily. Well done. The GC. I don't know what that stands for. The Fugue Feast. Oh, we read this already. That's nothing new. What about this? Trials of Aptitude. Yeah, we read that also. And this one, Call to the Spheres. Yes, we read that one already. Hey, Emily. Are we supposed to wake her up?
Please leave a candle for me. It gets dark in here and I can't see my mother. I just want a candle. Where is Corvo?
Aw. This character is busy. She's busy having nightmares. We gotta wake her up.
She still has bad dreams, though it's understandable given all she's been through. Sometimes she calls out your name. Sometimes she cries for her mother. Little Emily. Someday soon an empress, but only an exhausted child at the moment. Poor girl. She's been through so much. I hate to say it, but we're counting on you to make things better.
I'm gonna try. Alright, is there anything else we want to get here? Alright, we're gonna go sleep, and then I'm gonna pause.
Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river.
Oh, nice. I've got a little path straight from my bedroom to Emily's. Alright, let's go to bed. Corvo's chambers. Ooh! Sleep darts. I guess we'll leave those there. I should remember that they're there so that I don't spend more money on them next time. Ingots are good, though. Lord Pendleton's reward. Corvo, this matter with my brothers has not been pleasant at all, so I don't wish to discuss it further. However, I really must thank you. I've heard that you found some other means of neutralizing them without taking their lives. Ingenious. Wherever they are, even if they're miserable, they are alive at least, so perhaps someday I will see them again. Lord Trevor Pendleton. Sweet. Monies. That's not what I wanted to do.
But eventually someone swoons. Then a fresh body is fetched from the south.
Okay then. Okay. I think that's all we need up here, so let us sleep. Time to rest. We're gonna get another dream from the overseer? No, outsider. Overseers of the priests. Uh-oh.
Wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping.
Hi, Emily.
I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here.
You can stay here whenever you want.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
That's totally fine. Alright. So. There's another note for me here. Emily. Daddy. Oh, wow. Are you my daughter, Emily? Or am I just your, like, father figure? Emily's rendering of Corvo, this is a drawing I made of you without your scary mask. Aw. Thank you. That's sweet of you. Note from Piero. Corvo, thank you for getting me a live weeper. This is going to be invaluable for my old friend at the Academy of Natural Philosophy, as living plague specimens are quite difficult to procure. Rest assured my colleague will handle the situation as humanely as possible, Piero. Alright. Anything else new around that I should read? Emily's chilling in here. Should we talk to her? No, we can't. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to save here then, and next time we will go see what our new mission is, and kind of try to wreak some havoc without too much havoc. So, thank you all so much for watching. As always, please comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more of Dishonored.